Hello you guys, and welcome to our channel. This is actually your reading for the rest of November. I did a reading earlier this month for the beginning to mid-November, so this is a reading for the rest of the month. And so I pulled actually this time from two different decks, so let's jump into it. The first card that was pulled is the throat chakra, as you can see. Throat chakra, this card, because of the card that came along with the other card. Okay, so because of the card that came up with the next card, I pulled from two different decks. This throat chakra card is pretty much saying that you need to clear your throat chakra. Someone watching this video, and I know I'm like this too, it's time for you to speak your truth. It's time for you to open up and say what's on your mind. Don't let people run over you. I have a tendency of letting people run over me, get over on me and stuff like that. And it's time for us to step into our truth and walk into our truth. So the next card that came up, I'm going to go back and forth with the other deck, was resolving conflict. So this right here is telling you to open your mouth, have the lines of communication open. You need to have a good open dialogue so, you can resolve any conflict that you're having with anyone. And don't bottle things up. We tend to bottle things up. Okay, I'm back. There's a lot of noise I hear outside, actually. But we tend to bottle things up and let people run over us, like I said. But now it's time for you to say what you feel. Don't put yourself on the back burner. It's time for more self-love. And so this right here, resolving conflict card, is just pretty much going along with the throat chakra, saying that you need to unblock your throat chakra and open up more and be able to get out what you want to say to whoever you're having issues with. And so, let me see, is there anything else that my guys want me to say about this? Okay, there is something else I need to say. This also means resolving conflict within your family. So someone's watching this video might be having issues within their family. So whatever's bothering you, tell them what's on your mind. People can't, just guess what's on your mind. And so open up and talk to them about it. Have a line of communication. You might be in a relationship and you might not even be, y'all might be getting into it back and forth because the lines of communication are not open. So therefore, this is telling you to open those lines of communication. That's what the throat chakra is coming in, and resolving the conflict. You can't resolve everything if you don't talk about it. So this pretty much, I think, it with those two cards. So, but this card did have a number 5 at the top, the throat chakra, and 5 means change, uncertainty, realignment. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And that was that card. See the 5 at the top. Okay, the next card that was pulled is new beginnings. New beginnings. And so this right here, of course, a lot of new things are happening in your life. When I do a reading, I ask the universe, I ask God, to whoever sees this reading, make sure it's for them. So if on one week I might have 10 viewers, I might have 15 viewers another week or whatever. So I just know that whoever sees it that week, they're meant to see this message. So getting back to the card, it says new beginnings. So this is about to be a change, and you're probably already seeing, this is the end of the month, you're probably already seeing new things popping up into your life and stuff like that. But the main thing that this reading is focusing on is pretty much sexual freedom. That's the next card that came up with this. So I was trying to understand, my guys, like, what does this mean, the connection between this? And they told me or whatever, Kundalini awakening. So you might start going through all these different symptoms or whatever, and I'm telling you, it can be intense. But it's time for you to open up embrace your sexual freedom, embrace your sexuality, open up, stop letting, dogmas and different things about different religions telling you that you can't be sexual and this and that. It's not just about being sexual with someone else. It's you actually, experiencing, knowing your own body, knowing your own self. So, with that, along, with the Kundalini awakening or whatever, you're going to feel different kind of rushes and different kind of, energies or whatever. And it can be kind of challenging. I think I might do a video on different symptoms of Kundalini awakening because I'm still in the process of mine. I haven't went completely through it, and it can be painful, joint pains, stuff like that. It can be really intense, but it is a good side to it as well. So yes. So this card right here has a 0 at the top. The book doesn't say what 0 means inside the book or whatever, but I'm sorry, but 0 means full circle. So you're coming back to a full circle. You might be experiencing some things in your life that that you're coming back to. It might have been something that might have happened in your life, and you're like, okay, this happened in my life before. Why am I revisiting this? You might start revisiting some things. So that's common. That's normal on this journey. If you're on a spiritual journey, that's normal. You're going to always come back to things, even if it's somewhere down the line when you think you've overcame something or you think that you've surpassed that. You actually come back to it with another, in-depth insight about the situation. So that's all for these two cards. So yes. And the last two cards is Rest and Rejuvenate, which is a number 4, if you can see. And so this right here is telling you that you need to rest. After all this going on, you're going through an awakening, new beginnings. It's time for you to take time out for yourself and just rest. Just rest and, take everything in or whatever. Have this quiet time, meditate more, and become more with yourself and with Source. So the next card is Connection. This next card of Connection, I was like, okay, what does this card mean? This reading was a little off to me when I first did it. I just, got Spirit to give me the cards I needed, and then I'm like, okay, let me get the answers from Spirit. So, when I said about the connection to Source, and this is, look, the Connection card. All of this card shows, a female and a male becoming acquainted, having a connection, whatever. It can mean that as well. But for right now, this is just saying you need to rest and rejuvenate and become one and connect more to Spirit. So also, I got something that was coming in through my guides about the last 3 cards in general. This is something different that they gave me to do. It's pretty different. Give me a second. I'm going to go back to this card before I get to those other cards. It was a 4. 4 means structure, and let me see what else is 4 mean. Foundation. So, this is your foundation, excuse me. You're building your foundation, meditating and stuff like that helps you build your foundation. So take time for yourself so you can make sure you're starting off your day in the right frequency when you're going out into the world. So this is like kind of weird for me. Never did this before. This is like, even though I use 2 decks sometimes, this is like a reading within a reading. Okay, so I gave you the cards that were combined, that were going together. But for someone else that's watching this video or whatever, these 3 cards are lining up for a reason as well. So, resolving conflict. So like I said, but it's pretty kind of going back and forth hand in hand. Resolving conflict, like I said at the beginning. You and your significant other, whatever, might be going through something. You might be going through hard times. You might not have the line of communications open. So it's time for you to do that. Don't be so stubborn that you can't do that. So make sure you be the first one to break the barrier if you need to. My phone is doing something. Okay. So yes. The next one is the sexual freedom. So, spice things up in your life. Spice things up in your relationship. So have more sexual freedom. And especially women. We're taught all through life or whatever that we're suppressed and we're not supposed to do this. And if women are promiscuous, we're talked about and stuff like that. But men can do it. So it's a double standard or whatever. It's not right. So we can embrace our sexuality. I'm not saying go out and sleep with everybody. I'm just saying, be free and be open with yourself. But this right here, going back, I just wanted to say that for women because it's really, really a stigma put on us about, being a lady or whatever you want to call it, who says a lady can't be like a man, So, anyways, that was just me venting a little bit too. But yeah, so back to the sexual freedom. But open up more in your relationship with your significant other. Talk about things or whatever, and bring more things into the bedroom. Spice up things in your bedroom, your sex life or whatever. And then, so the last one was connection. So with all this being said, it's saying at the end that your connection will be stronger with your significant other. Also, too, I'm getting something too for twins have passed away. This might be a time where you and your twin on the other side is not really having the open dialogue that you want. So you need to meditate more, go inside more to open up that dialogue between you guys. At the beginning, when I first started talking with Larry, it was really hard for me to get certain things out. I mean, I would be in trance. Like, I would actually have to go into a trance or whatever to understand what he's saying. And so, but as time grows and as, your connection is already strong with your twin that's passed over. But as you become more aware and more awakening, or more awake, then, your connection will even just get stronger. And it's mainly only because you're on this side and we have so many distractions in life or whatever. And so they're on the other side, so they're already, you know, bonded to us, just pretty much just connected. But they're still learning stuff on the other side as well. But you know, we have more to learn because we're dealing more with mundane things, everyday things. So with that being said, also, too, a topic I don't talk about a lot, and bring up the sexual card, too, within this. When your twin passes away, this might be taboo for some people. I've talked about it inside of our group with some people, whatever. But when when your twin is in spirit, you still do have, you know, sexual relationships with your twin. And so I might do a video on that later on at a later date or whatever, telling you about, you know, the actual sexual energy of, you know, connecting with your twin even though they're in the afterlife. And everybody experiences things different, but some things are actually similar or whatever. And so having our group and talking about this inside of our group or whatever, I've noticed that, you know, people come and ask me like, is this what I'm experiencing, this and that or whatever, and I tell them and they tell me about their stories, and it's pretty kind of similar. So my phone is getting hot. That's what it's saying. It's overheating. So yes, so that's with that card too. And then it's just saying at the end again with connection that, you know, with all this being said, with all this going into play with your twin on the other side, your connection will get stronger. So this was like a reading, 3 readings in one pretty much. This was a reading for the rest of this month with both set of cards. Then it was a reading for people that are in a relationship that are physically here. Then it was a reading for twins are on the other side, just giving you confirmation. So yes. So let me just go back over the cards. Throat chakra card and the resolving conflict card. Open up your throat chakra, talk more, or have an open relationship with your partner or whoever you have a conflict with. Resolve the conflict. New beginnings. As you can probably already see in this month, you're starting to go through new beginnings. Also, too, this can mean, you know, new things inside the bedroom between you and your mate or whatever, or even the new experience when I was talking about your twin being on the other side, the new experience what you have in sexual relationship with your twin on the other side. And so, then the rest and rejuvenate. With all this going on, all this energy exchange going on, you're going to need time to rest and rejuvenate and to charge your batteries back up. And so this is connection card as well, and saying be connected to source. So yes, so all this or whatever goes hand in hand. And I'm trying to say, I feel like it's something else. Give me a second. Okay, I was trying to say it was something else I need to say, but it's not. So anyway, that was your reading for the rest of this month. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can always contact me. Actually, you can just comment on the bottom of this video or whatever, and I'll eventually see it. Also, I'll put my email link at the bottom. Also, for the rest of this month, I'm doing $11 mini tarot readings. And if you ever had a reading with me, you know, it could be anywhere from just whatever the reading is in general, or me personally, I don't like holding anything back. So if I'm doing a reading for someone, even if it's mini or not, if Spirit is coming in telling me something to say, I'm going to say it, you know, because I feel like they need that message regardless if I'm getting paid for it or not, you know. So that's just me. And so yeah, so $11 mini tarot card readings for the rest of this month, and I will also there was something else I was going to say. I have kids outside. This pretty much distracted me, but that's all I wanted to say. So yes, you guys have a wonderful day. Peace and love. Goodbye.